Hey guys, so today I've decided to do a first impressions of a new foundation in my life. I mean, it's still sort of new. It's less than a year old. It might even be less than 6 months old, but it's new to me. I haven't tried it yet. I did pick this up at the Indie Beauty Expo in LA just a couple of weeks ago, and since I haven't tried it, I decided I would just go ahead and do a first impressions because I haven't talked about new foundation on my channel in quite a while. I pretty much exclusively use the Modern Minerals one these days, but I'm actually running low on that one and it's out of stock. At least my shade is, so I'm kind of waiting for my shade to come back in stock. So I do have a bunch of pressed powders that I do want to be trying for a pressed powder foundation like review video. So I figured we'd just go ahead and get started. And I'm going to do a first impressions of the Clove and Hallow pressed foundation. So their foundation comes in single pan form, and then you can also buy their refillable palette. So I did, when I was there, I did buy the foundation in shade 3, which I think is going to be the best match. Oh, the mirror. And then I also did go ahead and just buy their refillable palette because I don't like putting these kind of things in Z palettes, but if you prefer to, you know, keep pans of eyeshadows and blushes and foundations and whatever together in like a Z palette or something, that you definitely can do that as an option, but I opted to go ahead and get the refillable palette. I believe the refillable palette is $8 and the foundation itself is $20 or $15. I can't remember. I'll leave the links for both down below. I can't remember the exact price. I didn't write them down. I know, I'm like the best blogger ever, right? I don't write things down. I just come in here and when I have time, I sit down and I do things, and I don't always research these days. I do still try when I can, but I just put all of her down for a nap and I've got some time. So, like I said, I've got the shade 3. Clove and Hallow, I did a lipstick swatch video. I do still want to do one of their lip glaze, like their lip glosses swatch video. I haven't purchased any yet, but I do want to do that because I do really like that formula. And I would like to have a couple more of their colors, but I did a lipstick swatch video. I'll link that down below. They are an all-vegan company, and they do base their ingredients on the Clean 15. So the apart from like dyes, the dyes that are in the lipsticks, the formula is very clean. And they do also have a liquid concealer, but I haven't picked that up. I do know that that contains dimethicone, which I don't use. Plus, I'm also not really that much of a liquid person, you guys know. In a couple of cases, I've made it work, but for the most part, I don't really, you know, try a lot of liquid combinations and liquid things because usually they don't work. But I know a bunch of people who have tried that and have really, really liked it, so I'll leave that link down below too if you're interested in checking it out. I do also have a coupon code, I'm pretty sure. If I do, I'll leave it down below. But yeah, my description box is always like ridiculous, you guys know. So the ingredients for the pressed foundation were actually really good, so I did want to give it a shot. I do like trying new pressed foundations. So it's mica, silica, boron nitride, jojoba, rice bran, sunflower, rosemary, and then there's also a couple of, you know, the caprylic triglyceride, which is like a derivative of coconut oil, but it's not like coconut, it's not straight coconut oil, but it's like a derivative of it, magnesium stearate. All of the ingredients in here I do really like. They rate all, I think either 0 or I think all of them are 0, maybe 1 on the EWG, but I don't really look at the EWG that much anymore. But anyway, so I just, all I have on my face today besides my skincare is the Fit Glow Beauty Redness Rescue Cream from the most recent Beauty Heroes box, which is now sold out. I cannot believe how fast the Discovery and the makeup box this month sold out. Let's just side note it for a minute. That was crazy. The makeup box sold out in like 4 or 5 hours. Like, I'm lucky I got my video up when I did because that was like, it was gone in like hotcakes. And the regular box sold out in 8 or 9 days. It's crazy. Like, that was crazy. I think my March box is in the mail. I won't get it until Monday, but I think that's what's in the mail. So I'm excited to see what March has to offer after, you know, February was just like a crazy month. Art of Organics is also on its last few boxes if you're interested in picking up the Lush box from Art of Organics. If it hasn't sold out by the time I've posted this video, I know they had like 10 boxes left, the last email that I got. So yeah, the February boxes were just like ridiculous this month. So my side note over. Again, like I said, I did get the shade 3. All I have on my skin is the Redness Rescue Cream, which acts as like a primer and sort of like a redness reducer. And I did notice my skin was actually kind of red today, so that's why I went ahead and used the Redness Rescue Cream. So now that we're 6 minutes into this video, I am just going to use my Real Techniques buffing brush, which is what I love to use with pressed foundations. When I use my Zuzu Luxe foundation, this is what I use. I do use a different brush with loose powder, but for pressed powder, I do really like the buffing brush. And it's still annoying that you can't really buy this individually. Well, you can't buy it individually. For some reason, they've like refused to release this individually. Otherwise, I'd have like 10 of them, but I don't feel like buying a bunch of the sets. So anyway, shade 3. Oh, there you go. There's my camera. Hello. So yeah, I've got shade 3. So let's just give it a shot. So the color match is pretty fantastic. It looks like it's like right spot on, which is good because my Zuzu Luxe one for some reason is like really fair on me right now. But this is actually a really good match. Alright, so there we go. I am kind of in love with it. It went on really smoothly, really evenly. It covered up, you know, my skin isn't terrible right now, so I don't have a ton of acne, so I can't really gauge how well it would work on, you know, like really severe acne or, you know, skin that's redder than mine or skin that has more acne than mine, because right now, fortunately, my skin is cooperating. But the, you know, the discoloration and the pigmentation that I do have, it covered it up really, really nicely. My skin is even now. It looks really good. This might, you know, take the place of my Zuzu Luxe foundation. I've been loving that foundation for years, but this is really, really nice. I love the color match. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the coverage. I'm pretty impressed with the color. Pretty much everything about the foundation. I really enjoy it. So yeah, and the kick up was a little bit, there was a decent amount of kick up upon first sort of like, you know, into the pan, but as I got sort of like more into it and I, you know, dipped my brush into it a few more times, the kick up sort of like slowed down. There wasn't as much powder. So I feel like I wouldn't use this up as fast as I've been using up my Zuzu Luxe foundation. Like I feel like I hit pan on that so quickly. I feel like this one, because I didn't need as much and it covered, you know, really quickly and really evenly, it'll last me longer than the Zuzu Luxe foundation, and it's also more affordable than the Zuzu Luxe foundation, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Zuzu Luxe one is $22, and I'm pretty sure that this one is less than that. You know what? I've got my phone right here. Let's look it up. Oh, well, I guess I'm wrong. The foundation is $22 and the compact is $30. So really, if you buy the compact plus the foundation, it's about the same as what it costs to buy the Zuzu Luxe foundation and compact together. I think that's about $30. But I also do have a coupon code. I'm pretty sure, even if I don't, I know that when you like go right to the website, it'll, if you sign up, I think you can get 20% off your first order. So yeah, there's that option as well, if I can't find the coupon code that I'm pretty sure that I have. But I still really like it. I think I definitely like the color match right now better than the Zuzu Luxe one. I liked, you know, it doesn't look as powdery. I feel like sometimes the Zuzu Luxe one can look a little powdery, and I don't feel like this one does. I feel like this one just sort of like melted into my skin really nicely. It sort of even leaves just like a little bit of like luminosity, but it's not it's not bad. It doesn't look like oily or greasy, but it doesn't look like flat, like straight matte, which I actually don't mind. I kind of like the little bit of luminosity. So that's everything that I've got for this video. I really enjoy it. I really like this foundation, and I'm glad that I picked it up. I do really like their lipsticks and their lip glazes as well. Clove and Hallow also has like a makeup melt that's pretty ridiculous. Their lipsticks stain pretty heavily, I've noticed, like in swatches and like on my lips and stuff. And I tried a sample of their makeup melt, and that stuff like melts away the dyes, and it is crazy how well that stuff works. So if you're looking for like a super duper like really powerful makeup remover, definitely check out their makeup melt as well, because it actually works really, really well. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the foundation. I really like it. I'm glad I picked it up and have a full size of it. And let me know what you guys think. Have you tried the Clove and Hallow foundation or their concealer? Their liquid concealer, I think they probably compare it to like NARS or something like that, because it is like one of those doe foot applicator ones. But again, like I said, apart from the dimethicone, the formula is actually pretty nice, but I don't do silicones and that kind of thing, so I won't be picking that up. But again, like I said, I've heard that a lot of people really like that one. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.